Hi. I wanted to talk to you today about Harley Davidson snowmobiles. Believe it or not, Harley Davidson got into the snowmobile biz. Now, you all know Harley Davidson. They were making motorcycles since, what, 1911? And of course, in the late 60s, everybody was buying snowmobiles. So they jumped into the fray. I think their first year was 1971. This particular example is 72. I'm most enamored with this one because it is an extremely nice original. I see 600 miles on the odometer, and it's what we would classify as a survivor. A survivor snowmobile is one that hasn't been touched, hasn't been improved, hasn't been, replacement parts put on it. So in the collecting business, this is the holy grail of snowmobiles. But let's take a walk around here and look at their styling cues. This was their theme for their motorcycles at the era. Put a nice blue windshield on, and had a seat with a backrest. Look at this. How many cutters did they make? Not many. But here is an example of an original Harley Davidson cutter, and what a nice companion piece to this snowmobile. And continuing to walk around, another thing that draws your attention is this handlebar. It just reeks of motorcycle influence in terms of the steering post and this little cap and all of that. It's an attention grabber. The last thing that you're going to want to see, or certainly another thing you're going to want to look at, is these chrome skis. Holy cow! I don't think this thing ever saw any salt, but boy, don't they shine. Now, let's take a look under the hood. Take off this gas cap here and lift up and move it off to the side. I'm going to keep the wiring hooked up, and you'll see why in a moment. But here is the engine compartment. They had their own proprietary motor. This is not an a purchase motor. Harley made their own motors. And then also look at that clutch. They had their own clutch manufacturer as well. So Harley Davidson machines are unique in that respect. Now let's take a look at the business end of this thing. Where the driver sits. First thing I noticed was this big box. Is that for gloves? Is that for some tools? Well, no, it's the battery compartment. That means this guy's got electric start. So let's hit the Beautiful, beautiful. And it's got a rubber track underneath it and bogey wheels, which was standard for the era. And so I just like the looks of this thing. I noticed a beautiful chrome bar here. This is for the hitch of the trailer, and these are for the safety chains. I don't know if you'd need the safety chains, but they thought of everything, it seems. So here's an example of a machine that has its styling cues from the motorcycle side of their manufacturer. And if you were a Harley fan, a bike fan, I'm sure that what you did was saw one of these at the old Harley dealer and decided to bring it home, surprise the family. A 1972 Harley Davidson snowmobile.